take the, when I get the sleeving, which I'll probably, it depends on when the next time somebody orders a set of plans. When I get the sleeving on, and I'm going to get that tightened down. And then on this one, I will give it a complete tight wrap with strips of that nylon cloth I used in one of those earlier episodes. Let me go ahead and finish this off camera. Again, keep looking ahead. You know, on down here as you're going, that you're not opening up the weave and compressing in it or whatever. Be really careful that it's not, I got a problem down at the other end. There was some plastic I put in to protect the tube is giving me some problems as it's rotating. So I'll fix that. On this last pass, I clamped down hard on the blank so it can't move. So now I should have done that probably on each one of the, but I didn't really get much slack, but now I'm on this last one. I'm going to walk all the slack out all the way down. And I found too, if you have a friend that can help you and turn the blank as you're rolling it on, it makes a much easier job too. Because you're not having to grip this and undo everything that you just did. On my second squeeze around, I should have, I lost some distance, and so the last wrap, which had been down here, moved up here. But I in order to protect it, to make certain that I get all the way down into here, I use some, I mean this, where we go? Back up.
And it's kind of the thing, we're doing daily video uploads right now, so
I use some of this sheetrock tape. This is fiberglass tape, and I did an experiment the other day. I'll show you. I took a couple pieces of cloth that had some ragged edges, and I kind of overlapped them on the ragged edges, and I put a layer of this on top of it and smoothed it out, held it down perfect. So that's what I did here, is I cut out a strip about I don't know, 10 inches long, well, maybe 12, and then wrapped it. And so that'll get covered with the sleeving when we come down, and this, since it's glass already, it'll just be more glass. So
at this point, honestly,
it's all wrapped.
I'm uploading episode 6 of our crossing.
Check for.
And I still have another 11 more to go, so that would be at
let it set here and relax.
30 hours of uploading.
Wait for the sleeving and some of the other stuff that may be.
Actually, I have to go work on the
maybe
boat.
a week or so.
It's not touristy stuff. We got the throttle cables. I gotta go install the new throttle cables. I wish we had more time. There's never enough time. We're always busy working or something. You know, how much time did I go to school? Not much time. Boat maintenance is never done, and I had a throttle cable to install. Even as big as this boat is, it can be pretty tight accessing some of these areas.
Division Alpha, Division Papa training and command.
It's one of those, what a difference a day makes kind of weather. Yesterday I had my jacket on. It was like less than 60 degrees. Now it's up to about 70 degrees.
Battalion 1412 Salem.
I just finished, I had some of this tape.
1472 and Battalion 91 check the area. We're pretty confident they're looking north on
64 pound sail for the ground
any further calls.
I just got finished putting a brass eye in it, so now I can
Battalion 1412 at 2200.
Success.
And I'm available 1472
gap bolt, and I'll tie that onto the sail so that'll give me a little bit of tilt. But it's time to get on with putting this new strapping on. So let me change up. I was having some discussions with Chuck via email about the difference in the take. Because remember, we
Stanley, negative 1472 is available.
I'll measure. Let me go set reset up and measure
Engine
the
1422
distance.
switches
So
are
I
with
want to almost like I want to make a database.
5 liters of beer.
I
Cheers,
may even
guys.
ask Chuck for a 1 foot section of each one of the different
We met
widths,
some new friends
so
that
I can
took us to the
do
best
build
place
up a
to eat,
database
the
list
food
and
truck.
maybe post there in a PFD file that you can download to
It really was a
size,
tasty
diameters, and the length you'll get from each size per foot. So let me change over here, and if you notice, I got my feathercraft shirt
My
on.
outfit.
They used to make this really killer, they may still do, I haven't gone online
Thank
to
you for
look to see
watching
if
this
they're still in
episode of
business,
Sailing
but
Doodles.
a
Be
fold-up
sure to tune in
kayak
next week
with
diving with
aluminum, let's see, it was box tubing, I believe it was, and it was all slipped together with a Hyperlon bottom and then a 1,000 denier Cordova top. It was really a slick little boat, and you could pack it down into
Unable to reach Division
pretty
Alpha.
fairly small backpack to take
Flare up
traveling
report
with you,
at the
for
gag.
when you go down to Baja or
Actually
Brace
referring
yourself.
to
Some
a
pretty
far
amazing
east or
tiger
whatever.
shark footage.
tree up on the
That's
top
neither
of
here nor
Division,
there.
as well inside.
We've got it laid out because I want to check
Alpha
to see
can-
what I got.
All right, what are we going to do today, Laura?
I'm gonna go dive with more sharks.
It's about
More sharks.
7
This time
feet,
we're going to feed them. What kind of
7
sharks are we diving
inches.
with today, Laura?
Just
So
some reef
it's a
sharks,
little bit
reef
over
sharks,
15
bull
inches
sharks,
by a
maybe
couple.
tiger sharks.
Tiger sharks.
We want down.
Just
Let's go.
measure the ends, and so we're inch and 7/16 down at that end, and 2 and 5/16 at the big end.
So gross.
So I'll give you an idea now how
Oh, also,
sizes
that's going to be one
and
smelly
the
car.
percent of, I guess, a ratio from end to end
Our
over
friend
length.
Nicola, the owner of Tiger Shark
That's what I'm
Dive
trying to
Tahiti,
say.
picked us up and took us to a shop.
Yep. Opens quite good. Only since we're gonna have to probably shove it along to expand it.
We loaded up about 10 divers
Fish it
total
on,
and headed
don't
out.
get a bubble down my mid support there. And then pass it on, but I don't want to let it get too strips out of shape. 'Cause we still have to choke and stroke it. I think I'm going to come out okay.
It was only about a 15-minute run to the dive site. Do not attempt what you're about to see without expert guidance. Nicola's been dealing with this
Almost
specific
got about a
shark
foot
for
in
over
here.
4 years. The current was moving pretty strong, so we descended via a line down to the bottom at about 50 feet.
That's the end. Let me. I want to get down to right there, so I'm going to see if I can stroke another inch out of it.
Here's the big
Yeah,
girl
I'm doing a little
herself,
bit
known as
choking
Shy
and
Girl.
stroking here, and I'm getting some. Got it down to the end I want. So I just barely made it. Let me show you what I'm doing, what I mean by choke and stroke. What I'm doing here is I'm starting up here and I'm grabbing it downstream tight, and then I'll stroke it down and I build up. I'll show you when I get down there. I build up a little bit of
It felt like a 747 flying overhead.
excess, and I let go and it travels downstream. Just a little bit of bulge. Let me see if I can reach around here. I've got my two hands like this, and so I'm coming in with choke right here. You can see there's a little, builds up a little bubble right there. And then I can push that down. We'll zoom out a little bit more. So you can see there's a little ridge kind of right there by my hand.
To get the sharks out of the way.
Right there's a little ridge. I wrap some masking tape right down around just beyond the edge where it starts to fan out a little bit. But right here I can feel my edge where it'll be the bottom of the mask. Once this gets all wet out and cured up, there'll still be some uncured or unresined or unepoxied glass under here when I take the tape off. And I'll take that and roll it inside and then wet it out and then find some kind of like plug to jam in there to roll it over to thicken up that base. It won't expand the bottom any, but it'll thick up the base for against crushing. I'll do the same at the top too. They're all on as far as I'm going to stroke it down. It makes it from end to end and it's tight. I don't want to mess with it any more, pulling down hard on it because then I might damage the zoom back
So my mom got me this bottle
Okay.
when she came to visit.
because I might damage
She got me crowns
the lay
because
of
this
the
thing, when
2-inch
it
glass
catches big
underneath
fish,
it. But
takes a shot for a whiskey fish,
Okay.
and it's always crown. So she got
and
us
I
crown
need to,
black,
I've been
probably
debating
thinking
whether or
about
not to
whiskey
use
fish.
the
And
some
today,
shipping,
I think we had
not
the biggest
shipping tape, but the
fish.
wrapping tape. I can get a little
That's a pretty big fish. It was. They were saying 4 meters, so it's over
100
12
yards
feet.
or something
Yeah.
like that on a
So,
spool with a handle
we
to
gotta
wrap
take
it
a
with, like
whiskey
Chuck shows in
fish
his
shot
video.
from
I still want to use my the nylon strips or the nylon cloth because I was really happy with the finish that it
My
gave me,
fish is bigger than
and
yours.
it gave me a nice smooth matte
Seriously, that was
finish
probably the
without
biggest
having
fish
to have
I've only
any
done like maybe 25,
bubbles
30 dives
because it
now.
would soak
You've
up
done
the excess epoxy
whatever, a
and
lot more than that,
compress
but still.
the compoxy.
I don't know how you talk about it.
Compress
His name
the
is, what's his
epoxy
name?
into the glass
Her name is
and
Shy
push it
Girl, I think.
Shy Girl.
French.
oversaturated
She actually
areas
has a
to
number.
the
She's
undersaturated
34.
areas. So hope it will
Amazing.
give me
And when it
I
swam,
hope,
right? I mean, like he
even,
just fed, he
even
just
layer
fed it like a
epoxy.
piece
But
of fish.
this time,
And then it
this
turns
thing's
and
going
it
to set
swims
on a
right
mandrel.
over
It's
the
warmed
tree.
up now.
It swims
Yesterday it was
right
20
over
degrees
me,
colder
and I'm like
than what it is
going,
today.
It's kind of it's better than like St. Martin when a plane
I'm
goes
going to let
over you.
this
It's
thing
like
set
that.
on
It's
the
like,
mandrel, on the old sailboard mast or the mandrel. I'm
That
going to let it
evening we
set
met up
on
with
it
Nicola and some
for,
of our other new
and I've
friends
got
for
a
barbecue.
hook here and a cord that I'm going to
We are here with Nicola.
Support.
He's the
Yeah,
guy
you
that
can't
took us
see
out
that.
diving today, and
Support
I gotta
the
say,
midsection
it was the most amazing diving
of the
experience
mast
of our lives.
while it
I would
cures.
say it's my best dive ever.
Where's the sink? So I want to
And,
thank you for that. So tell us a little bit
because we
about
found
yourself,
out last
your dive
time,
shop, and how
via
people
my
get in touch
ignorance,
My name is
that
Nicola. I'm here.
if
in
I
Thailand.
would, I probably could have gotten
Since
maybe away with
7 years.
enough
We have
strength
a tiger
with
shark.
the 3 layers of 2-inch and the one of 15 of the tubing.
Oh yeah, well, you
If
said
I
it's
would
like
have just
your own
left it
pet
alone,
tiger
walked it
shark.
away for
Yeah.
a week or
Yeah,
two,
so you know this.
let it
What's the
fully
name of the
cure,
tiger
and
shark?
because the bottom was cold.
Shy Girl.
But she wasn't very shy. I would
No,
say,
she
yeah.
wasn't.
Probably
No.
even after it's been cured, I would probably
Her name
maybe
is,
take it out in
T.
the sunshine and support it.
Unfold. So I
After
know
it's
her
it's been
since,
cured in here with
There's a
full
link showing
support.
up
I
right
may
now.
take it
We'll have his
outside for
website, and
a
in the
week,
show notes
pull
you
it
can
off
see
the
that.
mandrel,
If you
and
guys,
just
if
let
it's
it
on your
set in the
bucket
sun.
list to
Hey,
go diving with sharks, like we go with
Beautiful
sharks
cure.
in Pacaragua
So,
and Ringaroa.
enough of this and that,
Amazing. So if it's on
and,
your bucket list to go dive with sharks,
see y'all.
this is the one to do here. I'm
I
telling you.
was sailing this afternoon. I got my
Yeah, thank you so much.
10-foot nut
Thank you
hatches
so much.
loaded in my little Toyota Tacoma. We're ready to go to Moments. As soon as I see the wind, I'm gone.
Okay, welcome to the house
No use
of
in having to,
happiness.
like, well, I
This
gotta
is,
load the boat and all
Vatea
that.
from
You know, if the
the
boat's already
Airbnb
loaded,
House
you
of
just throw the
Happiness.
sails
And
and
I'm
the mast
from
in and go.
Tahiti.
So
I'm
I'll see you guys later.
from my house.
His house is quite amazing. He's got a little pool and an ocean view. It's quite awesome. And affordable too. He's well connected to, he's got himself with Nicola I mean,
Right.
so
Amazing.
I tell you what. So come here, stay with him,
Yeah.
dive with the tiger sharks.
Yeah.
All right.
Amazing.
I will link to his Airbnb right now. And some show notes.
What video?
Come on board.
Thank you for watching another episode of Sailing Doodles. Please click that subscribe button. And we can't do this without you. You can go to
It's a new day.
sailingdoodles.com to find out how you can
It's a
become
nice
a patron
day.
for as little as $1 a
And
week.
so there's really no reason. It's about
Be
2:30
sure to
right
check the
now,
show
and
notes
I've
to
got
find out how you
my
can enter a free
strips of
entry
nylon
for a yacht
cloth.
charter
Remember we
giveaway
used
in Thailand.
Well, okay, so
this stuff here on those test samples, and it
Well,
worked
we went to
fine.
the
So
one that was closest
I'm
to the
going to. I've
boat.
got
And we
strips
started a new
made
video
up and put on a
commentary
roll.
series just for patrons.
So I'm going to go
You can
ahead
get
and mix up
access
some
to that by going to
silvertip now and start.
patreon.com/sailingdoodles.
Well, I've got a few feet, about 2 feet on that first cup. So let me go ahead and I guess I can let you watch over my shoulder here.
In the last
This is
episode
the
of
second
Sailing
cup.
Doodles, we visited the beautiful waterfalls of Moorea.
Ah, it's interesting.
After only one night
Starting
there,
to
we set
stick
off to
'cause
the
I was
most
just
famous of the French
Getting
Polynesian islands,
some
Bora
fluff
Bora.
up in here. Which I think this time, because I'm going to wrap it, I'm going to get a lot
Bora
more
Bora is an
compression.
atoll that has a steep central island
I'll go
surrounded by
ahead
a
and
ring
wet
of
out
coral reef. The reef is what gives the
whole
interior
mast,
lagoon
and
the
then I'll come
gentle
back
and clear
in
water. You can see there's
and
some
go
pretty big
after
waves
some
around
dry
Patch.
spots like that. There's one. So that way I don't oversaturate.
I've always wanted to. Bora Bora's been on my bucket list
Waste,
forever.
squeeze
I've
too much
I've
out
had
into
one
the
trip
nylon.
scheduled there a long time ago, canceled kind of last minute. But I'm excited to be here. It's
Well, I've got it all wet out, and it just turned
It's a
3:30.
beautiful
so
looking
it
place
took
from
me
here
about
so
an
far.
hour to get it.
If you're unsure
one
your
end
anchor
to
is
the
set
other.
properly,
So now
it's
I'm
fun to
going
just snorkel
to-
on it and look at it
see
yourself.
some spots in here where it's a little dry. I'm going to go ahead and fill those in and let it so I can get a consistent darker color like that, and then I'll start with the wrap. So, well, I've got enough epoxy on there, and some places it's kind of bubbling up, so it's time to put the nylon down.
We made it to Bora Bora.
Yeah, chase some excess. Get there. Toxins. Make it active.
The beauty of Bora Bora just can't be compared.
Well, it is wrapped.
It's
Would
one of
have
the most
been better
astonishing places
if I
on
would
Earth,
have
and
had,
circumnavigation would
could have
simply be
found
incomplete
some
without a stop in Bora Bora.
nylon tape of some kind, like it's gone to a sewing supply store and found some tape. And then I wouldn't have had to stop and cut, and then it wouldn't have been so raggy that the first part I had taken